This talk was delivered in Santa Barbara, California, to commemorate the 60th anniversary of the United Nations Declaration of Human Rights. It took place soon after Barack Obama was elected president, and so he is mentioned. But as I think about it, what a long, long time ago that seems to be. I just came across it again and realized that it is more timely than ever, and so I wanted to share it. I respectfully began with a quotation by an anonymous Native American elder. All I have been given. All that I have to give. We have gathered to celebrate the 60th anniversary of the Declaration of the United Nations Dream for Human Rights. But we are really here to assert the basic human rights of every human being everywhere, and to urge those whose rights are already assured and enjoyed, those with greater access to the instruments of change, those who hold the power of institutional authority and decision-making, to make a promise for a good living reality for all. The word for human being in the Sanskrit language is manava. Manava means he or she who is without ignorance. Without ignorance means one who understands the sacred nature of the human condition, one who knows that all human beings have innate, inherent equal worth. Manava means one who deeply values human life and the opportunities it provides to grow in human understanding and to experience the joy of working together for peace and for the general well-being and welfare of those in need. All must have the right to the opportunity for a sustainable and worthwhile life. All must have the right to clean drinking water and to healthy foods that are not poisoned by radiation, contaminated irrigation waters, or Dow chemicals. All must have the right to receive health care for what they need, not for what they can or cannot afford. Basic human rights come to us by virtue of who we are as human beings, not who I am as a person of means, or as one who is distinguished from you, but who we all are as interconnected and interdependent members of the human race. We are all part of this universe. We are all part of these United States. Uni and united imply connectivity. Life has never been an individual journey. No one stands apart from the influence of culture and society. No one can ever achieve anything by him or herself. We are products of society, and we must serve society by reaching forward and reaching back, by assuring that the human instruments of time, money, knowledge, energy, and skill are put to moral uses that are beneficial not only to ourselves and to our families or to those nearest to us, but to those who lack what we have. Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. once said, "Modern man has built bridges to cross the seas and gigantic buildings that kiss the skies. But in spite of the huge steps taken in science and technology and all to come, there is a poverty of spirit that stands in brilliant contrast with our scientific and technological abundance. We have learned to fly in the air as birds, to swim in the oceans as fish, but we have not learned the simple art of living together as brothers." In life, each of us carries a dual or two-part responsibility. On the outside, we have a social responsibility to live a life that does not endanger others, that is free from violence and harm to others. Yet, it is on the inside where the real party takes place. Nothing can come out of us that is not already within us. So our major responsibility in this inside-outside effort is to make sure that we understand that what we think, what we say, and what we do always has impact on those around us. To get caught up in just me or in just my group, my gender, my orientation, my religion, my neighborhood, me, is no good and contradicts the ways of nature and the ways of life. This vicious cycle of me first, of preemptive violence, of we must rule the world, must be changed to a values-based cycle of caring and sharing and living by the understanding that we are truly our brothers and sisters keepers. We have a new and renewed opportunity for unprecedented greatness, not just because Barack Obama has been elected, but also because those who elected him are more ready than ever to bring about a new day. But that new day must not merely be a new dawn. That day must be filled with a new vision of down-to-earth progress, like sufficient food, shelter from the elements, and clothing for the children, and freedom from violence, mental and physical. It must hearken the arrival of felt peace and felt justice. Peace and justice that hold true promise for a better way of life for those who have been trampled by war and hatred and greed. But let me cut to the chase, because I can say with the utmost confidence, and history as our irrefutable witness, that nothing will happen unless we each roll up our sleeves wherever we are, assume our human responsibility to love one another, and find pragmatic ways to place that love into actions that are felt by those whose rights are still far from being assured. What we need more than ever is for each of us to assume our own individual responsibility to do what is right by whatever resources, whatever authority, and whatever scope we each have. And at the root of it all, is love. But let's not misunderstand the nature and power of love. As Dr. King said, it takes strength to love. True love is not an emotion. It is not infatuation. It is not, I love you because you love me. No, love is power. Love is practical. Love is truth and peace and strategy and tactics aimed at social justice and seeking the well-being of each and every family and community. Love is not for the weak or for the one who talks too much. Paraphrasing Emmett Fox, there is no difficulty that enough love will not conquer, no disease that enough love will not heal, no door that enough love will not open, no gulf that enough love will not bridge, no wall that enough love will not throw down, no sin that enough love will not redeem. It makes no difference how deeply seated be the trouble, how hopeless the outlook, how muddled the tangle, how great the mistake. A sufficient realization of love will dissolve it all in the fire of hard work and compassion in action. If only we could see love as it truly is, if only we could surrender our egos and ethnocentric thinking, our red and blue, into the oasis of I in you and you in me, we could assure human rights and a peaceful life for all. Please don't underestimate the power of love, and please don't take it lightly. Can we have happiness in our homes without love? No. Can we have harmony in our schools without love? No. Can we have unity in our communities without love? No. Can we have peace without love? No. Love and peace and happiness and harmony go together like mind and body, spirit and matter, man and God. Real progress is built on plans and strategies and hard work. It is built on clear thinking, understanding who we are as human beings. It is built on understanding how rivers flow and why we get a new day every day to make it better than the one before. So let us gather the courage to love. Let us build plans and strategies that will assure a new day for those who have suffered too long. It is important to make sure that our institutions achieve a much higher standard of practice. But since our lives mostly play out where we live, it is equally, if not more important, to make sure that we ourselves assume our own responsibilities. We have no right to tell others anything if we aren't doing what we ourselves are responsible for doing. So let's first worry about the proper use of our own skills, our own money, our own talents, our own voice, our own hands, our own hearts. Is our own house in order? How are we doing with our inner jihads, with our own process of suppressing negative tendencies and empowering the good that's inside each and every one of us, in providing a good example for the children, in living a truly moral and ethical life? We know the games that greedy people play. Many of us are victims of those games. But let's not play those games ourselves, and let's not allow them to overwhelm us anymore. Let's not hold back from extending our love, our forgiveness, our gratitude, and our friendship. Let us seek incisive ways to serve our fellow human beings so they will truly benefit, so that they can be comfortable and confident and take care of their families, so they can be free from worry about their safety and basic sustenance, and know that they are a valued part of this incredible human family. So, in the words of Bishop John Wesley, do all the good you can, by all the means you can, in all the ways you can, in all the places you can, at all the times you can, to all the people you can, as long as ever you can. Thank you.